everybody. Today we are talking about working moms. So last week we talked about stay-at-home moms. This week, working moms. We are Bolly Moms on the Go. I'm Robin. That's Sonia.
Hi.
And we're so excited.
Yay! Working moms.
Working moms.
Yes. So there are so many profiles of working moms, whether you work like 5 days a week, part-time, from home, you're traveling a lot. We know that whatever your profile is, we know that you love your children.
Yeah. When we were talking about stay-at-home moms, one of the things that people talk about is being judged.
Yes.
For making that choice, you know? But with working moms, I think it's more internal guilt that we feel for not spending all of our time with our children.
Yeah, feeling that we're missing out opportunities for to be with the children, and then maybe missing some shows, missing some rehearsal or whatever. And then, but we know that when you make the choice to work, it's sometimes because you need that money, and then sometimes it's just because you need to have this feeling of achieving something for you, and then it's really meaningful, and then the children can see that it's good too. So there's so many reason why you choose to be working moms.
Yeah, and when it comes down to it, the same with the stay-at-home moms, you have to just decide that your choice is the right choice.
Yes.
You know, and you made that choice for whatever your reasons are. So financial, or for yourself, or for whatever it happens to be. And then it's important that you own your choice, you know? Yeah.
And if you feel like you're missing out with your children, so then maybe try to see what you can do, so then you really have this time, like find a time with your children at some point, like during the weekend or like special evenings, and then so you can really build a nice memory and nice connection with your children.
Yeah, that's right. And they're going to know that you're doing it for the better of them.
Yes.
You know, and for the better of you. I know for me personally, when my kids were little, I was sort of a combination stay-at-home mom and working mom, because I worked sort of teaching classes, but I could take them with me.
Yeah.
So it was sort of it was a weird situation. Yeah, it was different for me. Yeah.
I think when you're, whether working mom or stay-at-home mom, I think you have to define what is meaningful to you.
Yeah.
Like what are your priorities? And then sometimes, work is a priority because maybe you have a nice career and then you want to achieve certain things, and then children may be like a little behind, but not that behind, but that's okay. You have to really embrace those choices, and then believe that you made the right choices.
Look, I know for a fact that I was a better mother because of that time that I was able to take to go teach those classes, you know? So when they were little, my ability to, and for multiple reasons, you know, because I was doing exercise, and so that's always going to make us feel better. But also because I am, and have been since a very young age, a really highly independent person. So for me to strip my independence from me would be a very difficult thing for me to handle mentally and emotionally. And so for me, it was a much better place for me to do a little bit of work or a lot of work. You know, obviously now I do way more. Now that they're teenagers, I work a lot more than I did, and I just sort of progressively increased my workload over the time. When they went to school, I took on a little more. When they went, you know, as they become more independent, because I value that independence so much, I also want to offer that to them too. So
they can see. So you kind of leading. Are you showing examples?
Yeah, totally.
About what it is to be an active life, and
because it's important for me.
Yeah.
Right.
And again, it's your own choices, it's your priorities, what you believe in, and then so it's the same for me. Like I need it. So for my son, when we arrived in the Netherlands, he was 9 months. So from 9 months to 3 months to 3 years old, I was kind of stay-at-home mom, and I couldn't really work because it was tricky to work there. But because I needed some intellectual work, so I volunteered in a company, and I was doing like working mom as a volunteer. Yeah. But I needed that time, so twice a day I was doing few hours there and doing like really like building website, writing contents. Twice a week. Yes. What did I say? Twice a day. Twice a week. Couldn't manage. But I needed that time, and it was not really like working mom because I didn't earn any salary.
Yeah.
And
but you still took time away.
So it was like time for like intellectual work, like doing something that was meaningful to me. Yeah. And then as we arrived here, so I had my second daughter, and then 1 year, she was 1 year and a half. It was time for me to like be active again, and then build my project and business.
And your community.
So I work part-time and I juggle with what feels right for me.
Yeah.
So I know that you might find something that is right for you, juggling the number of hours that you work, the number of hours you spend with your family and children, and I know that you're doing the right choice.
And then there's the other one where is the working mom who doesn't want to be.
Yes.
You know, so that's a really hard thing too, and you're doing it because you have to, you know, because of finances or whatever, and so we feel for you too, moms, you know, but just again, you're doing it for your family. So the fact that you want to be at home with them, but can't, it can be really sort of heart hurting, and so just remember to take the time to recognize that some of that time away could be valuable to you to use as growth for yourself.
Yes.
Sorry.
And again, if you share that journey with your children, they will understand why you spend that many hours at work, and then you can't spend that many hours with them. And as they grow, they're gonna mature and really understand more and more.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that the other part of it too is sort of having respect for the other parents in our worlds, you know, like I always had such great respect for stay-at-home moms. It's something that I never felt I could do because I'm such a crazy busy person just by nature, and then the respect that I have for people, for parents that are working, you know, and when we think about it, we often talk about this only from a mom's perspective, but there's lots of dads out there who would love to stay at home, who would love, you know, who feel guilty for going to work too. So I just want to give them a little whoop, whoop, little shout out.
Yes.
Yeah, hey dads, we see you, we hear you too.
Yes, totally.
So,
yeah. I know some moms who are working a lot outside of the city, so then they travel like 3 times a week or something,
right?
And then the other parents, like usually the dad,
or whomever,
has to take care of the children, and then sometimes they feel guilty that it's like, so it's a mix. So sometimes it's a mix about like they want to work, they want to spend, but then sometimes they don't feel like they know enough to spend that time with their children too. So they feel lost and they don't feel able to like spend that much time because they feel like, no, I won't be enough, I won't manage, I don't know what to do, because they're lost, right?
Yeah.
So we feel you.
We feel you, we do feel you, oh my gosh. Yeah. And then the other side of that too for working moms, it's okay to count on your partner to help you. You know, like I would say that I would not be able to do what I do outside of the home if my partner wasn't so involved. You know, like last night I worked later and my older had a rehearsal, so it was my husband that took him to the rehearsal, and then I went home with the other one. Like, especially when you have more than one kid, sometimes they outnumber the two of you, so then you're just, you know, you're just like doing everything. Planner. But make sure that you're allowing the partner to help too, because sometimes we feel like we have this tight ball of control going on and we don't allow it.
And if you don't have the partner, it could be the grandparents, it could be the friends, it could be like so many support system that you may put into place.
Yeah, that's right, because there's some single moms working out there too, you know.
And you rock.
Yeah, oh my God. But yes, like reach out for help. Like, and we said this on the stay-at-home moms, and we say it like almost every video. Reach out for help. Don't be afraid to say, hey friend, hey mom, hey dad, hey coworker, whoever, hey Robin and Sonia, we need help, and let it. Yeah, we want to help. You know, if you have a little baby, I could I could have some baby time.
Yeah, so you can nap.
Totally, totally. Hire a cleaner, or like, you know, there's so many different ways that you can sort of, and another part of that is reaching out for a community, right?
Yes, totally.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to build here, is just a community, and we really are trying to plan events and things coming forward. So this next year we're really looking forward to meeting some of you in person, because that community is another big part of it, because you've got your work people, those of you that are working, you've got your work people, but they aren't necessarily the same community as your mom community.
Especially if they don't have children, they might not understand all the challenges.
Most of the guys I work with are like 20-something-year-old men. Like, they don't know they don't want to hear about my kids, they don't care about my kids. You know, so my mom community is not at my work, you know, not necessarily at my workplace.
So yeah, build that support system, whether it's with your partner, your grandparents, your friends, other moms community, like build support and reach out. So.
And if you don't feel like you have it, go find it.
Yes.
There's so many groups out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Join ours.
Yeah.
It's one step already forward.
We're here.
Yes.
Okay, insights.
So the first one, again, as the stay-at-home, is like believe that you make the right choice when you decided to work.
Yes.
And that you love your children, whatever.
Yeah. We know you love your children. Part number 2 is to remember that what other people think about your choices is none of your business and doesn't matter to you.
Oh, yeah.
It makes no difference. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The third one is like you rock at being this working mom. Yes,
we know.
You totally rock.
You're killing it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, moms, get out there, do what's right for your family and what's right for you.
Yes.
We believe in you.